this time. And but also I cannot talk today. Also an informative video I'm doing right now. And for all you don't know, obviously I'm in school, in college town and college, and obviously parties and drunkenness and crazy fool, just foolishness goes on every weekend. And of course I indulge every now and then, but not all the time. Anyway, I'm doing this video to kind of cover the 10 rules for drunken hoes. That's right. So the title of this video is the 10 rules for drunken hoes. That's all these fast ass girls that live around here that get drunk all the time like they don't have a liver. Okay. Again, so the title of this video is 10 rules for drunken hoes. Number 1, if you wear heels, make sure you can walk in them. Too many times, as long as I've been up here, girls walk on the pavement all through the club and everywhere else, stumbling. Can't even walk in these heels. I mean, if you know you're getting drunk, I don't know why you wear them. Who are you trying to impress? You ain't impressing too many folks because you can't walk in them. You falling because you're too drunk. So do know, if you wear heels, you are expected to walk in them. That's like a woman law. Don't wear heels if you can't walk in them. Number 2, you only get drunk around people you know. If this is your first time partying with folks, I wouldn't suggest you get sledgehammered. You know what I mean? You can sip on a little, but you're not supposed to be falling out the cab and falling down on the pavement because you can't hold your liquor and you don't even know these folks. This is the first time you met them, or you met these folks through a friend that you had, and y'all just getting hammered, and because they seem cool. Next thing you know, your phone lost the next morning, your money gone, your credit card, debit card gone, because you really didn't know these folks, and somebody obviously stole your stuff. So that's number 2. Don't get drunk around folks you don't know. Number 3. This is a big one, and it happens way too much up here. Don't walk the streets, especially at night, while you are drunk. You're not supposed to be, okay, if you're a woman, you're not supposed to be walking the streets at night anyway, but you're really not supposed to be walking the streets at night if you're drunk. And I'm sure I don't have to list all the reasons why. There's so many dangers. I mean, you should know. I mean, I be wondering who be raising these folks. Like, don't you know you're not supposed to be out this late, especially looking with a skirt this high and heels? You ain't got to be born in the hood to know, the rules of life. Or as a woman, you just can't do this stuff. All right, number 4. Don't wear short dresses if you are planning to get hammered. Don't wear dresses that's all the way cut up past mid-thigh. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're gonna be flashing your crotch. A lot of y'all don't be wearing panties, so put on some pants. And as cold as it is, I don't know why y'all wearing them short dresses anyway with nothing on underneath, but whatever. Don't do that when you get, because everybody gonna be seeing your business. You're gonna be upset when people start taking pictures and posting them online and tagging your crotch in it. So don't do that. Number 5, don't lose nothing. You know what I mean? Don't be blowing up everybody's phone the next morning, or from a random number because you lost your phone. Can't find your debit, because you got so hammered last night you can't remember what happened to it, and more than likely it is stolen from someone else. Just saying. Especially in these hard times of the recession, people prey on folks like that. Okay, don't think they don't, so they can get stupid, use their phones or any other electronic device so they can sell them, pawn them, and everything else. Trade them for money and everything else. Don't think it won't happen to you. Number 6. Don't go over guys' houses, especially if you're in a relationship. I assume you can trust your boyfriend, but you don't know these days. But definitely don't go over a guy's house you don't know when you just hammered. You know what I mean? Because more than likely he might pull out a videotape, or he might try to run a train on you, or try to take your money, beat you up. Some guys like that, like to beat women's behinds because they get off on. Just saying, don't do that because you might wind up dead. If you wind up at all, you just might come up missing on Fox News. So be careful. Number 7, stay with a crowd of friends, like a crowd of girlfriends. Or I know a lot of folks are in sororities up here, whatnot. Make sure you stay with them. At least for the most part. I know somebody out the group or clique might be feeling a guy, might go home with a guy, all that mess. But make sure you stay with a large group of people, you know what I mean? Especially if you're getting hammered, so, these girls can kind of look out for you, you know what I'm saying? So that's a big one. And number 8, this happens all the time. I be in the house and knowing this is going on. I don't even be outside partying, I just hear it. Stop screaming all loud when y'all get drunk. Stop screaming all the time. Come on. Stop drawing attention to yourself. We already know you hammered. Don't draw the attention that you're hammered. You know what I mean? Don't do that, because you bring unwanted company. I'm telling you. Not everybody. Some people are cool. I'm not. This not down on everybody, but I'm saying, like, you just can't trust. You can't be too comfortable. That's just my point. Um, Number 9. Yeah, is this number 9? Yeah. Number 9, don't lift up your dress. This kind of goes back on earlier on the list when I said you're not even supposed to be wearing nothing that high. If you're going to get hammered, you're really not supposed to be wearing nothing like that outdoors anyway, truth be told, but especially when you get hammered, you know what I mean? And you don't want to lift your dress. So that's number 9. Don't lift your dress. Folks like to do that when they take pictures when they drunk. It's not pleasant. We don't want to see it. Cover it. Because it's already disturbing to see you drunk. We don't have to see more, okay? It's enough. Some people might like it, but, no. And number 10, of course, don't be throwing up everywhere on people's car seats, and just anywhere in public. It's tacky to be throwing up. Throw up in private. Throw up at a girlfriend's house. Throw up at your house. Throw up in your boyfriend's house when he's not home or when he's not looking. I know you can't, predict when obviously a lot of times we can't predict when we're going to get sick, but alcohol you can pretty much predict if you got that bad, to the point where you're going to throw up. So, just be mindful. Really, I wouldn't suggest that you get to that point on purpose. Some people purposely try to get drunk to the point where they're vomiting. I don't like being sick. I don't see how folks do it. But, if you are one of those type of drinking or drunk folk, be mindful of your surroundings, and you don't want pictures to resurface over the internet or later on in life, or get someone else's, property or coat covered with vomit, and next thing you know, you getting your butt whooped or whatever. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying, and be mindful. And if you're throwing up, don't get too drunk to the point where you just throw up everywhere and you're not paying attention what you're doing. Don't ever get that drunk where you don't know what's going on. So that's pretty much the whole gist of what I'm saying. Don't ever get too drunk to the point where you don't have control over what you're doing as a woman up here. So these, well, everybody, but this is to the women I'm seeing up here just be losing their doggone minds. Okay, so that's the rules. That's the video I made. Call it a public service announcement, if you will. The 10 rules for drunken hoes. And yes, I said hoes. Some people got a problem with it. We'll deal with it because some of these chicks be acting like hoes, and I don't know a nicer way to say it. Because classy women don't, act like this, even if they are a little intoxicated. And a lot of y'all are hoes. So there it is. Comment, subscribe. The usual. Y'all know. Let me know what you think. Is there any more numbers or any more you want to add to that list? Leave it below or send me a message or whatever. And that's all. I'm finally about to go to bed. But thank y'all for watching. All right. Bye.